Ollie was, on, for all accounts, just minding his own business. He was walking down the stairs from his apartment building, and he noticed a gummy bear. And that wouldn't normally be something to pay any mind to. Some kid dropped a gummy bear or whatever. But this gummy bear was, well, looking right at him. It's not quite the right way to think about a gummy bear, but it was facing him. And then when he came out, it wiggled, then turned around and started walking away, which is unusual for any kind of candy, but especially a gummy bear. Well, maybe not for Ollie, who's tangled with multiple gummy bears. But anyway, the point is, it was odd, so Ollie followed it. Now, a gummy bear on his tiny little legs, really nubs more than anything else, doesn't move very fast, and this one was no exception. So Ollie followed it at a leisurely pace. He was even able to order and pay and receive a coffee from the coffee shop across the street while he was doing it. But right as the coffee got to him, and he looked back at the gummy bear, it darted off with amazing speed. Ollie didn't even have a chance to react, let alone chase it, before it was just poof. It didn't literally poof, it just darted off. I was dumbfounded. The cafe worker who saw it was like, whoa, that thing just vanished. I said, yeah, I guess so. All right. And so he sat down there and sipped on his coffee and thought about what he might do with the day. Then the gummy bear came back just as quickly. He once again looked at Ollie and started walking. So Ollie followed it again. He said, now I know you can move faster than that. And the gummy bear did indeed start to move faster. It's headed south and kind of west, but not just on the sidewalk. And then 5 minutes later or so, on the walk, once again, it darted off, this time into the forest. Just pew. This time all I had to see was a pattern, so he waited. And indeed, it came back. This time I barely looked at him at all, but just kept walking. And that same pattern repeated as they made their way southeast. They passed the Wyman Park Dell. Every 5 minutes it would disappear, then come back, keep walking. Disappear and come back and stop, keep walking. Sometimes it would stop and stare at him for a while and sort of wiggle. But usually it would just come back and then keep walking. Ollie was a little bit bored of the task of following this gummy bear, but at this point, 45 minutes in now, I figured he might as well see it through. He followed the gummy bear and followed the gummy bear and followed the gummy bear. At this point, the gummy bear had walked over a whole lot of city streets and was not a gummy bear Ollie would want to eat, although he tries not to eat, any gummy bears that move under their own power in any case. It started to get to a neighborhood he knew pretty well. An interesting run of shops on Howard Street south of it where it crosses MLK. And as Ollie's kept following this strange gummy bear that disappeared every few minutes, and it got closer and closer, he had a hunch as to where it was leading him. And indeed, they turned the corner. With one last start, the gummy bear dashed into Wally the Wizard's magic shop. Ollie had gotten another coffee along the way, so he was, full up. So he walked in, and there was Wally, standing in front of a sort of an orb on a stand, looking at Ollie and looking rather embarrassed or apologetic. I said, Wally, what's Hi. I said, hey, Ollie, sorry about the trouble. I didn't mean for you to. I mean, hi, you're welcome, always. Can I get you anything? I said, no, I'm good. I might need to use your restroom in a little bit. But, what's with the gummy bear? I said, yeah, well, it's a new spell I'm working on. I've learned to enchant snacks and make them do my bidding, and I can see what they would see if they were alive through this orb I've got here. It's a pretty cool spell. I was testing it. I said, testing it. Well, I don't know. I didn't mean for you to follow it the whole way. That's why I had. Okay, so I was just going to test it and see if I could control it to get it all the way to your house. This is just like a test point, or your apartment building, I mean. And then I was going to try and bring it back. I didn't expect you to come out right then. And then it was kind of interesting to see if you would follow it and if I could make it move fast enough to lose you, which I guess I could. Well, I guess I didn't lose you, though, because you kept on. Well, I guess you just stayed. Anyway, the point is, I was trying to get you to stop following it so I wouldn't waste your time. I don't have any, like, nothing going on. I'm just testing a spell. But you kept at it. You kept at it. I didn't really have a way to make it change the course I'd programmed in for it. I could make it dart off, but it kept on always returning. I was hoping you would just, like, give up and go back to your day. So I'm sorry to drag you all the way down here. I got nothing for you. I mean, I can show you a new coin vanishing trick if you want. I said, well, all right, let's do that. Really? You're not mad? I said, no, it was a nice walk. All right, cool. Well, I don't know. I can get you a cup of coffee. I get the magic. I get the coin trick set up. I said, no, actually, for once, I'm good. This is my second cup of coffee, and I haven't really done anything else this morning other than walk behind a gummy bear and drink cups of coffee. So, learning a new magic trick sounds about right. I'll just poke around your shop until you're ready. And that was the case of Ollie and the disappearing gummy bear.